Okay guys, now let's work on task 3. In the previous task, we learned about the different software development styles throughout the years and how this played a big part in the inception of DevOps. This task will introduce you to key concept tools and how they will work together. How does DevOps work? DevOps is visualized as an infinite loop describing all of the comprising phase. So we have build, test, release, deploy, operate, monitor, plan, and then code. Code, build, okay. So following the infinite loop of the DevOps diagram, let's expand on some DevOps tools and processes that will look as we follow the DevSecOps pathway and how they help an organization. We have integrate and deploy. In the previous task, we mentioned continuous integration and continuous deployment that deals with the frequent merging of code and adding testing in an automated manner to perform checks as new code is pushed and merged. We can test code as we push and merge thanks to a new dynamic and routine in deployment which takes the form of minor code changes systematically and routinely. Thanks to this change in dynamic, continuous integration and deployment helps detect bugs early and decreases the effort of maintaining modular code massively, which introduces reliable rollbacks of version code. Infrastructure as code, or IAC, a way to manage and provision infrastructures through code and automation. Thanks to this approach, we can reuse code used to deploy infrastructure, for example, cloud instances, which helps in consistent resource creation and management. Standard tools for infrastructure as code are Terraform, Vagrant. We will use these tools further in the pathway as we experiment with integration infrastructure as code security. We have configuration management. This is where the state of infrastructure is managed instantly and applying changes efficiently, making it more maintainable. Thanks to this, lots of the time it's saved and more visibility into how infrastructure is configured. You can use infrastructure as code for configure management. Orchestration is the automation of workflows. It helps achieve stability. For example, by automating the planning of resources, we can have fast response whenever there is a problem. Health check failing. This can be achieved thanks to monitoring. Focuses on collecting data, monitoring about the performance and stability of service and infrastructure. This enables faster recovery, helps with cross-team visibility, provides more data to analyze for better root cause analysis, and also generates an automated response as mentioned earlier. We have microservices, an architecture that breaks an application into many small services. This has several benefits like flexibility if there is a need to scale, reduce complexity, and more options for choosing technology across microservices. We will look at this in more detail in the DevSecOps pathway. We have continuous integration and continuous deployment. Performance and stability of services. So that will be, if we try to look at here, focuses on collecting data. We have performance and stability, monitoring. IAC, infrastructure as code. And that's it for task 3. Infinite loop.